Hello, and welcome to Zombie Apocalypse Diaries. Can't even speak right, huh? Let me try that again. Alright, hello, and welcome to Zombie Apocalypse Diaries. This is my little show on YouTube. You can call it what you will, but what it is it's kind of the opposite of the news, actually, is what I've reasoned. That the news is entertainment posing as the truth. Well, this here is the truth posing as entertainment. So what is Zombie Apocalypse Diaries all about? And why am I continuously leaving camera? Well, because I'm not an actor, I'm not a paid professional, I'm just a guy who's trying to tell you the truth. I've so far uploaded 189 episodes of this show, in my efforts to try and tell you what's really going on in the world. I am a genius. I was a whiz kid growing up, and started asking questions and never really stopped. And the question I asked most was why and how. Mostly why. Why? I never stopped asking why. I never stopped trying to find out why. Why am I picked on? Why are people this way? Why are people that way? Why is this way? Why is this that way? Okay, why is that? Okay, why is that? Okay, why is that? I always wanted to get to the bottom. And when I thought I figured it all out in February of 2012, I had this epiphany. I realized, what's wrong? It's all moral reasoning. Okay, well, why? What's at the bottom of it? I still kept going. So I started a show. I thought, okay, so it's all moral reasoning. Let's call it zombie disease. Let's call it zombieism. And guess what? I kept asking questions, and now I know that the zombie apocalypse is real. We are at war, not with people, mind you. You need to understand this. We are at war with a disease that manifests itself in ego. Now, you can get an idea of what ego is about by watching the movie Revolver. I highly recommend that. I highly recommend, as even as a prerequisite for the show, to watch the movie Revolver. But I also recommend something like, shows like Zeitgeist Moving Forward and things like that. I also highly recommend you review the website lovefraud.com. Now, all these things will tell you about what's going on in our world, but what my show tells you about is why. Why under everything? What is the underlying cause of everything? And what I have found is that there is no conspiracy. It's not about central banks. It's not about bankers. It's not about businessmen. It's not about CEOs. It's not about corrupt politicians. It's not even about the industrial military complex. It's about what they all have in common. And what they all have in common is our enemy, which is in here. It's the ego. And in some people, who I call primary zombies, ego is all that exists. There is no self. There is only protection of the self. The ego has completely taken over. And this ego takes the form of what I call zombies. As I said, primary zombies and secondary zombies. And, well, if you want to know more, you got to watch the show. Now, bear in mind, I'm a boring son of a bitch to watch. I wander aimlessly. I'm stoned sometimes when I do this. I'm otherwise brain damaged all the time. Well, almost all the time when I do this. And there's actually a couple of times where I was awakened in the grandest sense. Awake. Out of a coma, out of depression, out of a funk of industrialized society and into a natural, enlightened, heightened awareness state, as one is potentially capable of achieving as a human being when you have your whole brain turned on. And I'm wandering aimlessly. See? So you get a taste, pardon the pun, of the show right here in the introduction. But I do encourage you to try and tolerate and try and put up with me, because it's actually, there's a lot of value to watching my quote-unquote antics, because I suffer a medical condition due to brain damage twice over. Once from lead poisoning from a house fire, but the house fire happened because I was brain damaged by aflatoxins, black mold toxin. As I found out later, I have a genetic sensitivity where I don't have the genes to flush out the toxins that are processed by your liver and put into your intestines. Technically speaking, it's the bile cycle and cholesterol or lipid-soluble toxins, specifically aflatoxins. And I talk about a cure for it in this show, or a treatment for it in this show. because I've also discovered a medicine. Yeah, you get a lot here. So, yeah, and no, I'm not arrogant. I mean, come on, what would you do if you discovered a medication that treated, safely and naturally treated, a crippling disease that caused transient brain damage in millions of people? I mean, what would your reaction be, and would people say you were arrogant if they didn't believe you? Because I haven't released the product yet. I just today contacted the shoemaker. I want to see what he wants to offer me for it. See if I can make a quick couple $1,000,000 or something. I don't know. The idea is worth billions if you're talking money, but I don't talk money. That's zombie. And I'm wandering. In an introduction, you don't have to continue watching this. Just go on to watch the show. Start watching it from the beginning. I've started compiling a list of essential episodes in a playlist, but that means watching these shows, and they're frightfully boring. But anyway, I've also made an offer that if anybody watches all the shows, that I will sit down and have them on the show. It can be my first guest. Anyone who watches all the shows, who demonstrates that they have watched all the shows in an order, will be my first live or in studio or in camera or on camera uploaded guest. God. And somewhere out there in Bolinas, California, there's a video of me doing a live episode with an audience on someone's GoPro. So you get the shitty GoPro quality of GoPro's view of the world. That's how the world should be seen, is the way GoPro sees. Sorry, I don't like it. I'm in that crowd. It's disgusting. 8-bit color! Who cares if it's 50 billion megabit pixels? It's 8-bit color. I can count the colors on my fingers and toes. There's more colors than a big box of Crayolas. Anyway, I do that a lot too, wandering and ranting and bitching and whatnot. So I'm making an episode out of an introduction. Yeah. Well, like I said, you don't have to watch all of it. Just go watch the essential shows and try and get through the meandering, wandering bullshit of the stoned, brain-damaged host of The Truth Posing as Entertainment. I'm sorry, I like that. Enjoy the show, please. Oh yeah, I was mentioning that it's valuable because of my condition. It's a unique condition. Being doubly brain damaged. So, study me. I don't care.